What's up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? So as you guys can see, we have the Raptor back in the shop today, and we're going to be doing the finishing mods on this thing. Like I explained in the previous video, when we put this, I won't call it a brush guard because everybody was like yelling at me for calling it a brush guard. So I won't be calling it that anymore. But when we put this instrument of metal on this thing, we told you guys we were doing long tube headers, and we're also doing off-road Y-pipe setup, and then we're also doing a roll bar on the bed with a whole bunch of lights and stuff. So let's go see what these headers look like. They are pretty freaking wicked looking. Here you go, guys. Stainless Works long tube headers. These things are beautiful looking. Let's lift one of them up here so you guys can check it out. Get out of her light a little bit here. These things are pretty nice, not gonna lie. Very, very nice looking headers, very well designed headers. Even got the flanges welded inside, which is really, really nice. I love when they do that. Some companies don't, some companies do. All stainless steel. There you go. There is one thing I did want to point out about this Y pipe that they give us here. But if you guys look at this Y bridge, I really, really like this. I think this is a awesome, awesome idea. Let me get better lighting here for you. I have freaking GoPro red lights kind of flashing. Don't mind that. But I tell you what, that Y bridge, I've never seen it on headers or on a Y bridge or Y. I've never seen it on a Y before. And I tell you what, that's a pretty good idea. I don't know what purpose it actually will serve, considering this is already a strong connection. But you know, for them to do that on top of that just shows, you know, what kind of quality Stainless Works is into on their products. So now what we're gonna do basically is we're gonna take both inner fender wells out here. Take both these guys out. It's gonna give us a little bit better, I'll get my light over here, a little bit better access to the headers, which are right there and behind the strut tower brace. So we got our header sitting back here. We're going to take try to get to everything here. These are kind of a pain in the ass, as you can see up in here. These things are a major pain in the ass to get to sometimes, but we're gonna make it happen. Some light on the subject here. As you can see, the header a little bit better when this whole that's freaking light. You can see the header better when this whole inner fender's out of here. And we have some leaves. All right, well, we got that side out. We're gonna get the other side out now. What's up, guys? We are back. And let me tell you something. Oh my God, what a freaking night. I was here last night in the shop till like 9 o'clock messing with this Raptor. I got this exhaust manifold off on the driver's side, and now we're working, well, we pretty much got the exhaust manifold off on the passenger side. So we're gonna show you getting that pulled out. And then I'm gonna do a little video. We'll get some light over here and do a little video of what it looks like inside there and how tight it is and everything. I tell you what, I mean, these headers are going to look really, really nice on this truck, and I'm sure they're going to make a good amount of power on this truck, but they are such a pain in the ass to put in, guys. Ford really just makes it extremely tight to put any type of exhaust on their vehicles. I will tell you that. So here we go. We'll get this thing out right now. There we have the exhaust manifold. Get this sucker on out of here. Let me get the gasket here for you, Mitchell. Got the gasket. That's what the gasket looks like. You want me to lift this up for you?
Yeah, if you can pick up the tail.
There you go. Good to go? Hold on. This dipstick tube doesn't help any. There you go. And here is our exhaust manifold. Ugh. That is a ugly, rusty thing right there, guys. Ugly and rusty. Do we have the other gasket up there? Ah, it's dark over there. We have the other gasket. These Fords have dual gaskets. They don't have, that's the other one. And crawl on out of there. Well, guys, there you go. I mean, lesson learned. Don't do headers on a Ford. Very bad idea. Either that or pull the motor out, basically, if you're going to do it. So let's see if we can see over on this side here a little bit. As you guys can see up in here, we'll get some light there. There's not a lot of space. Not a lot of space at all to put or take these manifolds out. There's your frame, and there's the motor. And there's the frame, and there's the motor. There's a lot of stuff you got to take apart for these things. It's freaking crazy how much you got to take apart to get to these freaking manifolds, man. So we're gonna get ready and put these new ones in and get them slightly bolted up here. Fun times. All right, guys. We just put these gaskets back in. We coated them with copper sealant. Put the bottom bolts in, as you guys can see. It is extremely tight. So now we're gonna have Mitchell slide that header up in there. What do you think there, buddy?
Let's get it done.
Oh my God, look at this. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna try to hold the camera as we put this header up in here, which is gonna be interesting, let me tell you. How are we looking there, Mitch?
Pretty good down here. I can just see that I'm going.
Are we on the bolts or?
Yes, we're going over the bolts now.
Okay, what about the front?
I can't see the front.
Can you push the back end up? Oh, too much. There we go. There we go. We're on it.
Okay.
There you go, guys. That's pretty much how you stick one of these freaking things in. What a pain in the ass. Now we're gonna put these top bolts in here and bolt this header rack up. All right, guys, the header's in, and all these freaking bolts, as you can see how nice and tight they're in there, or tightened up. They are a pain in the freaking ass. I'm not gonna lie, like it's just ridiculous how tight these headers are in here. So one side in, we're gonna go ahead and get the other side in now. Go ahead.
Amazing.
Story time, everybody. So in the process of us, we got the driver's side header in, obviously. And in the process of being able to put in the passenger side header, as you guys, some of you might know out there, you have to end up pulling the dipstick tube out. Well, in the process of doing the dipstick tube, as you guys notice, the end broke off, and then see how rusty it is. I don't know if you guys can see how rusty it is, but it's pretty rusty. But the end broke off inside, inside the engine. And that kind of sucked. So literally, for the past, how many hours?
At least 3.
For the past 3 to 4 hours, we've been picking at it, trying to get it out, trying to lift it up, and it's just so, it was so rusted in the block that we couldn't get to it. It was driving us nuts. So finally, Mitch was getting it and got it to move, and it ended up dropping into the oil pan, and then the pick that he was using also ended up dropping into the oil pan. So at that point, we kind of figured, here we go, we're gonna have to pull this freaking oil pan off, we're gonna have to freaking dig for this thing, and it's a Ford Raptor, there's 4-wheel drive on this thing, it's not easy to do. So we're freaking out a little bit, we're like, this fucking sucks. So we end up draining the oil, sticking a magnet in the pan, and we find the pick, pull the pick out, and then the video you guys just seen there was him pulling out the bottom half of that dipstick tube for the oil that fell in as well. So mission freaking accomplished, and now we can continue putting these headers on. But that's going to be a separate video. So this was probably enough of an experience for you guys to deal with on one video. So we'll probably do a separate video of finishing up the headers and doing the light bar mounting and all that stuff on this vehicle. More than likely tomorrow we'll probably film all that as well. So like usual, guys, if you thought this video was good, which it was kind of a mix and match of just a whole bunch of bullshit really, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing. Facebook, Diablo Formula Racing. Deuces, everybody.